Because we've turned childhood into a career and all the employees are burnt out. It's time we let children reclaim their childhoods. And we can do that at so many levels. I say we need to advocate for policies, both nationally, worldwide, locally, and advocate for family policies with the families that we work with. Advocate that we're not going to enroll little Johnny in every single thing that comes our way. Advocate that we are going to speak up if our child is sitting there with 4 hours of homework to do every single night. Advocate for all those things, but there's 3 things that I feel like we really need to do. The first is we have to let kids play. We have to let them play. We took away play because of our childhoods and we thought that kids couldn't afford to play anymore, but we have to let kids play. And I don't mean play on screens. I mean real, messy, break your wrist sometimes play. We have to let kids play. That prefrontal cortex, I told you it's responsible for all sorts of things, but it also helps us synthesize all the different parts of our brain. It helps touch, taste, smell, sight, sound. It helps all those things work together with our memory and our attention and our focus. It helps it all work together to complete a task. And we can do that verbally because we're adults and we have access to our prefrontal cortex, most of us. But children can't do it that way. They have to do it through movement. They have to do it through play. But what did we do? We took away play, we raised the standard, and we told them that they were bad because they couldn't get it right away. We have to let kids play. Here's an interesting statistic. Research has shown that it takes approximately 400 repetitions to create a new synapse in the brain. What that means is that if you were trying to teach someone something, it's going to take 400 repetitions for them to catch on to it. And maybe you've seen this in the commercials that you watch while you're on your streaming service and you're like, if I see one more Jake from State Farm, I am going to flip out. It's because they've ingrained it in us. They want to create that synapse in the brain that when you think insurance, you think State Farm. And they're not paying me for this. They should, but they're not. They're creating that synapse in the brain. They want you to see their thing over and over and over and over again. 400 repetitions. What does that mean? It means that for a parent who wants their kid to learn how to clean their room, if their child cleans their room once a week for 52 weeks a year, it's going to take that child 8 years. 8 years to learn how to clean their room. Yes. 8 years. For a teacher, what that means is that if you are trying to teach a concept and you teach that same concept every single day of the school year, you might be able to get through one concept in a school year. For therapists, that means that if you have sessions with a child, if you have one session a week for 52 weeks, which we know, sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't. If you have one session a week for 52 weeks, that means you will work on the same goal for 8 years. 8 years. But there's another part of the statistic. Research has shown that it takes approximately 400 repetitions to create a new synapse in the brain unless it is done through play. If it's done through play, it only takes 10 to 20 repetitions. We have to let kids play.